A broker is only as strong as its administrative department. Let me tell you why. Hey, Jordan Mayton here, and I'm incredibly blessed that we have such a strong, amazing support staff, right? And we just wouldn't be able to do what we are able to do, right? Now, there's a lot of teams, brokerages, whatever, that are talking transaction management, right? Spend $200, $300, $400, $500 per transaction and basically have them take the paperwork and put it into SkySlope, Loop, whatever, right? And that's helpful, and I appreciate that. But there's a big difference. There's a big difference between someone who's basically taking paperwork and putting it into a folder and someone who has your back, right? AKA, they're answering the phone. They're setting the appointments, right? From an inspection, making sure the pricing on bids, making sure that the website's running properly, that your text conversations are being sent properly, that you look good on the video blasts that go out, that your database is properly organized and being sent the events, that they're handwritten events, right? And that your client is being loved on through the transaction, asks for reviews, asking for referrals, right? Setting up dropping off a package, right? Getting them back into the database, remarketing to them. That is not just filing paperwork, right? And having a staff that knows you as your back and is helping you build your business through a team or a brokerage or whatever, it's just a massive, massive value, okay? It's a massive value, right? And so that's where I see a lot of individual brokers not seeing the value of hiring their own staff member. Transaction coordination companies are great. There's a couple that I can think of right off the top of my head. They're phenomenal, right? But there's a difference when you hit 10, 15, 20, 25 transactions, right? Where you're gonna say, look, I need to take the 10, 15, 20, $25 an hour work off my plate, give that to someone so I can focus on what I focus on. And again, I know I say it all the time, but what are the top 5 things that a real estate broker does? They prospect, lead follow-up, go on appointments, negotiate contracts, and master their skills. That's where you make your money, period. And the fact of the matter is you talking to people and writing deals or going on appointments, that is much, much, much more valuable than you filing paperwork, than you setting up an inspection, than you putting together a flyer, than you handwriting, event note cards for your database, for you setting up your texting drip campaigns, right, in your CRM. Okay, there's a value to that, right? And it's an 80-20 rule, right? That 80% is not going to get you the same return as your 20%, right? When we run a team, or when most teams, you want to see the value, and you need to actually see if that value is there. And that's how you build out a business for yourself, okay? That's important to you. And hiring someone and paying them well, right, will make the difference. Don't go cheap. Just not worth it. Now, if you're not there yet, then you're not there yet. And guess who needs to go to work? You do. And what is that work? What is work? Work is prospecting. Whether you like it or not, expires, cancels, FSBOs, maybe not, that's not you. Maybe you call your database. Maybe you go to the tennis club. Maybe you do whatever. But you do something and you do it consistently. It's on your calendar and you live and die by that calendar. And that's how you build a business. But an admin department and building your admin department is critical.